Welcome. In this video, we're going to be working through part 6 here, which is extension, which means it's optional, and we're going to be dividing some fractions, and you'll see what that means soon. As always, pause the video and see if you can do this first one yourself. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do here is I need to get rid of this. So I'm going to minus 5 on 2 from both sides. Now, immediately, as soon as we do that, we're going to run into some issues here, because I've got 7 minus 5 on 2 is equal to 5x. If you've watched the last part, you know that I'm going to turn this into 7 on 1 because that's the same thing. And now I'm going to times the top and bottom by 2 in order to get common denominators. So this is going to become 14 on 2 minus 5 on 2 is equal to 5x. And that means what I'm going to end up with here is going to be 9 on 2 equals 5x. Now here comes the interesting part. What I'm going to have to do next is I'm going to have to divide by 5, right? I'm going to have to divide by 5. So that means I'm going to get 9 on 2 divide by 5 is equal to x. Now, what I want you to remember now is stay, change, flip. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stay the first one. So that's going to stay as 9 on 2. My division will change to a multiplication. And then this is 5 on 1, right? So it's 5 on 1. I'm going to change that to 1 on 5. Just like that. And now that's what is equal to x. So now I can say that x is equal to 9 times 1 is 9. And 2 times 5 is 10. It will be 9 on 10 for my first answer there. So that is how you approach these questions. So hopefully that makes sense, and you can go and give the other ones a go now. So pause the video and give the next one a go. All right, let's come over here now. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to begin by getting rid of this negative 2, and I'm going to do that by plussing 2 to both sides. And that's going to leave me with 8 on 3x is equal to, now this is 7 on 2 plus 2. And I'm going to write that as 2 on 1. Because what I then need to do is times this by 2 and this by 2 to get common denominators. So that means I'm going to get 8 on 3x is equal to 7 on 2 plus 4 on 2. That's going to leave me with 8 on 3x is equal to 11 on 2. Then, once I've done that, what am I going to do next? Well, I need to get rid of this, right? And would you agree that they're timesing with each other? So, can I get rid of that? I can't undo. That's all right. Oh, I'm going to have to redraw it now. That's going to be x there. What I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to divide by 8 on 3. And I'm going to do that to both sides, obviously. So that means I'm going to get x is equal to 11 on 2 divided by 8 on 3. And then we're just going to do stay, change, flip. So stay, change, flip. And then once we've done that, is there anything here that we could simplify? And there absolutely is things here that we could simplify. So let's be on the hunt for those. Now I'm just looking here for a second. I've done this correctly. 11 on 2 divided by 8 on 3, that's 11 on 2 times, oops, whoopsie daisy. I didn't flip it. I'm thinking, what have I done wrong here? I did not flip it. So 8 on 3 became 3 on 8, and now there's nothing here that I can simplify. Using my bow tie method, there's nothing there. So my answer is just going to be 33 on 16. And that's my answer. All right, let's keep moseying on. Again, really good idea. Pause the video, give them a go yourself. That's the only way you're going to learn. You're not going to learn by just mindlessly watching me do these questions. You got to give them a go yourself. All right, this one's a real yuck one. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is get rid of this plus 1/3. So I'm going to minus 1/3 to both sides. That's going to leave me with 7 on 9. X is equal to 17 on 2 minus 1 on 3. All right, I'm going to need more room here. Let me actually write this just a bit further down. 7 on 9x is equal to 17 on 2 minus 1 on 3. What I'm going to have to do here, actually I want even more room again, so let me just quickly move this around. Hopefully you can see what I'm going to have to do here. I'm going to have to actually do this. I'm going to have to times this by 2, times this by 2, times this by 3, times this by 3. That's what I'm going to have to do here. Because that way I can get both my denominators to be 6. And then I have common denominators and all is right in the world. Now what's 3 times 17? 3 times 17 is 51. 3 times 2 is 6 minus 2 on 6. Then we're going to subtract away here. This is going to become 7 on 9x is equal to, this is going to become 49 on 6. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to divide both sides by 7 on 9. I'm going to divide both sides by 7 on 9. And that's going to leave me with x is equal to 49 on 6 divided by 7 on 9. Then I'm going to do stay, change, flip. Stay, change, flip. And now I'm going to look to see if I can use my bow tie method to cancel anything out here. 7 and 7 are both, 49 and 7 are both divisible by 7. And then I've got 6 and 9 there, both of which are divisible by 3. So I'll get 2 and 3 there. So that means my final answer is going to be 7 times 3 is 21, 2 times 1 is 2. 21 on 2. Hopefully you were successful with that one. And then we come to this one. What a beastie looking one this one is. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 3, divide by 3. So this is going to become 5 on 3 is equal to 35 on 18x minus 5 on 2. Then, after I've done that, I'm going to plus both sides by 5 on 2. I'm going to plus both sides by 5 on 2. Because that's going to leave me with 5 on 3 plus 5 on 2 is equal to 35 on 18x. Oh boy. All right, the next thing that we're going to do here is we have to get common denominators. So I'm going to times this side by 3, top and bottom, this side by 2, because that means I can get a common denominator of 6. So that means I'm going to get 10 on 6 here, and I'm going to get 15 on 6 here, and that's going to give me 35 on 18x. All right, what is 10 plus 15? That's going to be 25 on 6, and this is going to be 35 on 18x. And then once I've done that, I'm going to divide both sides by 35 on 18. I'm going to divide both sides by 35 on 18. So that means I'm going to be left with 25 on 6 divided by 35 on 18 is equal to x. Now I'm going to do stay, change, flip, which is going to be 18 on 35. Then I'm going to see if I can cancel anything out. I can go 25 and 35 are both divisible by 5. This will be 5 and this will be 7. And then 6 and 18 are both divisible by 6. This will be 1, this will be 3. So that means at the end of the day, what I'm going to get is 5 3s are 15 and 1 7s are 7. That's going to be my answer. All right, and that's how you do it. They're all your answers there. Hopefully you were successful with this. I mean, a lot of work is involved with these questions, but hopefully all that makes sense. I'll see you in the next one. Actually, there is no next one, so take a picture of all your work and submit it.